just arrived from Korea. It is the second variation of the Hyundai Pony tooling from Academy. It is the Korean taxi cab version. So all the same parts are going to be in this from the first issue. This time we'll just have the decals to actually do the taxi variation. 1/24 scale curbside kit. Let's jump into it. And getting started with the body. And you can see it is molded in a nice shade of green. And now taking a look at the chassis piece. And now taking a look at parts tree D, which is all the rest of the stuff, the chassis piece, suspension pieces, bumpers, interior pieces. So they have leaf springs, exhaust, steering column, one set of the mirrors, trim piece that goes in the bumper, the chrome bumper, which you won't be using. In this square you have grills, springs, struts, shocks, and more pieces. You have the bumpers that you will be using in this version. The stock version, the first version you use the chrome, you'll be using these ones here. Now I'm taking a look at the interior parts tree, which is going to be parts tree A. Front seats, which are a two-piece affair, and the dash. And now we'll take a look at the blank sidewall roundy round tires. Nothing special, nothing. See, they're not even. It's kind of. Yeah. Anyway, so those are the tires. And now we're taking a look at parts tree E, which is the satin chrome parts tree, which is in the first issue. They did it all chrome. This time around they did it in satin chrome, or basically kind of like dull aluminum or whatever you want to call it. Kind of cool that they changed it up for this, the taxi variation. So it looks like all the same pieces are here from the initial release. Yeah, the one bumpers here you're not going to be using. So everything up here you won't be using. And so down here you have the door handles, which you will be using, mirror faces. These mirrors it looks like you will be using in the taxi kit for the taxi version. Right there. Then here you have the brakes, essentially. The front grill headlight bucket piece, the rear taillight panel, and of course the steelies, which you will be using. And they're already done for you. You don't have to worry about painting them. Actually, they look pretty good. Maybe hit them with a dull coat or a flat clear. They'll be perfect, good to go. And now we're moving over to parts tree B, which is the clear parts tree. So now we can take a look at, for this kit, you have part of the taxi pieces there. There's one of the pieces there. And then there's the other two pieces down here. There's the main window unit piece. You have your side window and front turn indicator lenses there. Down here you have the taillights as a one-piece unit that you get to color yourself, as well as the headlight lenses and the right side window unit. Moving on now to the transparent orange and red parts, clear parts. These are going to be taillights and all the indicators, which are done in color. That way you don't have to do them yourself. There is that option. We're kind of interested because they obviously, these are taillights, so obviously you're not going to be using those indicators front and for the front and side. And obviously over here you have the taillights and then the indicators molded in red. But anyways, you have the option if you don't want to color the clear lenses yourself. And now taking a look at parts tree Z, which is the driver figure in the driving pose. So you'll put him behind the wheel and he'll be driving. So here is the dude's head, his face. Let's see if we can zoom in on it. There's his face, kind of, you can see it. And there's the back of his head. So the rest of his body parts, his arms, legs, feet, hands. And now taking a look at the last bit of stuff to look at will be the decal sheets. But first, take a look at this guy right here, this little one right here, a set of metal transfers that they didn't do for the first reissue, or the first issue, but they did them for this issue, probably because maybe a lot of the mirror, because they did the chrome parts tree, you know, like in the satin chrome dull finish, maybe that's why they included them. But still, you still got a pony emblem. You have pony and Hyundai scripting, and the rest are going to be mirror faces. And you also have the sticker sheet as well, if you want to use the sticker sheet instead of the decals. But we're going to focus on the decal sheet now and take a look at it, and it's pretty full. I don't know what any of that means. I have no idea. I don't read and speak Korean, so I have no, but you got a lot of options is what it looks like. You got up here, start at the top, you have obviously your gauge, HVAC controls, decals for the pony and the emblem, and then license plate and other various decals. A whole bunch of license plate choices. A whole bunch of license plate choices, different. Again, whatever that means, I have no idea. Taxi markings. So that, my friends, is going to do it for this look at the Hyundai Pony Taxi kit from Academy Models. And we have a metal sticker placement guide. Alright, so if you're going to use the figure, you need to cut out the window, the driver's side window. Now here we go. Choices. So you have a green option, a yellow option, free attached extra decal, yellow, and then a blue. Hey, look at that. I have that blue. There you have it, folks. On that note, thank you guys for watching. See you next time.